we remain steadfast in our commitment in delivering local news that matters. Stories that inspire. Enriching the lives of Filipinos in the Philippines and across the globe.
This is your GMA Regional TV. Buong puso para sa Pilipino.
Kini ang At Home with GMA Regional TV.
Mayong buntag mga kapuso, adlang Webes, wake up and enjoy the sunshine with our inspiring stories. Dinhilang sa inyong paboritong programa, matag alas 8 sa buntag, ang At Home with GMA Regional TV. Jandy, good morning diha og sa tanang nananaw diha sa syudad sa Davao.
Mayong buntag say ug sa atong mga pinalangga nga kapuso viewers, especially diha sa inyo sa Cagayan de Oro City. Before we achieve our goals for this day, sugdan nato ang kabuntagon with a warm heart ug sabay-sabay nato nga i-allow ang positive thoughts with our inspiring stories this morning. Karong buntaga, Mindanaoan Pride ang atong makauban mga kapuso. Usa siya sa mga nakuha sa National Football Team Under 16 category nga misalmot og midula sa Asian Football Federation Championship sa Indonesia. Kung kinsa kining Dabawenyo athlete, ato siyang ilailahon unya sa spotlight.
Samtang Jandy musuroy taon niya sa Malaparaiso og IG-worthy resort nga nahimutang sa Zamboanga City.
Ug sa bisto katong makachikahan si kapusong Alden Richards. Kauban si Abby Caballero sa GMA Jensen Station.
Maayong buntag mga kapuso, atong makauban karon ang kapuso star nga nagapakilig sa atong mga kapuso dinhi sa Mindanao. No other than Alden Richards. Maayong buntag Alden, welcome sa At Home with the GMA Regional TV. Pakibati naman sa lahat ng ating mga kapuso viewers na walang sawang sumusubaybay sa Kapuso Network.
Good morning mga kapuso. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta sa lahat ng programa ng GMA at happy 72nd anniversary po sa ating lahat. Thank you.
Alden, trending talaga ang GMA Thanksgiving Gala Night at isa ka sa mga, syempre, inaabangan ng ating mga kapuso. Kumusta naman ang naging experience mo kasama ang ibang kapuso stars, artists, executives at iba pa?
Yes, gusto ko pong i-congratulate lahat ng naging parte ng GMA Gala Night. Kasi kitang-kita naman po na lahat talaga nag-exert ng effort para sa Thanksgiving na to, and lahat from clothes to the team, sa effort talaga na mapaghandaan to, lahat talaga is on top of it. So nakakatuwa na ako, first time ko talagang nag-effort din na talagang magbihis para dito sa event na to, and sobrang worth it yung experience. Sobrang saya ko rin na nakita ko yung mga kasamahan ko sa show business for the first time after a long time na sama-sama kami sa isang venue. And goes to show na talagang everything slowly getting back to normal.
Ayun nga, nakita namin yung photo mo, napakagwapo. Alden, ato, personally, what are the things that you are grateful for as a certified kapuso?
Of course, yung suporta na nakukuha ko from our Kapuso supporters, and of course, the support I'm getting from the network as well, na hindi ako nalilimit gumawa ng mga proyekto sa loob ng bakuran ng GMA dahil ganun kalaki ang tiwala nila sa akin para makagawa ng mga proyekto rin even outside of GMA with their full consent. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity na binibigay sa akin ng network, and I'm very grateful because that contributes to my my journey as an actor, and yung ambag nun sa pagkatao ko sobrang laki. Kaya nagpapasalamat ako. And yun yung isa sa mga pinagmamalaki ko as a kapuso.
Tuloy-tuloy talaga ang mga project mo. And speaking of project, we are all excited to know your newest Kapuso project, itong Startup PH. Can you share this to us?
Startup PH po, this is my first K-drama adaptation project and my first project with, of course, no less than Miss Bea Alonzo, and sobrang saya gawin itong series na to, and at the same time, yung pressure din is real. Kasi of course, this is my first adaptation project, and the thing about adaptations kasi meron ka ng tinitingnang benchmark, meron ka ng, kumbaga for a lack of a better term, pagkukunan ng inspirasyon sa paggawa. It's just that the challenge for us is to create a different kind of startup with Filipino flavor. So, nakakatuwa kasi sobrang galing ng pagkakagawa ng mga writers. The support we're getting from the Korean counterparts is also very helpful sa amin kasi pinibigyan nila kami ng freedom to really, not naman revised, but really tweak bits and pieces of scenes na para mabigyan talaga to ng masasabi nating sariling atin itong startup since it's a Philippine version. So, I'm just very much looking forward na makita to ng mga kapuso natin, at least para makita naman nila kung ano yung pinaghihirapan namin this past 4-5 months of our lives. Is para sa kanila din yan.
Alden, what should we expect from your character sa Startup PH? Halos parehas lang ba ito sa Tristan na Korean character?
As much as I wanted to, nung pinanood ko yung K-drama version, ang sarap kasing gayahin eh. Kasi effortless, suplado, cold, hindi nakakapagod panoorin. But na-realize ko kasi, pag ginaya ko siya ng black and white, parang hindi na siya ganun ka-interesting panoorin. And ang mangyayari lang is, I will just be a copycat of the original character. So, sinikap ko pa rin, inaral ko pa rin maigi yung script, inaral ko at inintindi ko mabuti yung character ko for me to be able to give an Alden flavor to it.
What was your reaction when you learned that you will be teamed up with no other than Miss Bea Alonzo, and what have you learned from her so far?
Happy ako kasi I've been a fan since even before I started show business. And the thing about Bea kasi is, of course, masasabi kong mas nauna talaga siya sa akin and mas marami siyang alam and experiences sa akin in terms of doing mga teleseries and movies. And what I learned from her is, you know, pag narinig yung salitang action, automatic kahit ano pang ginagawa namin or anong nasa isip namin, nararamdaman namin, we drop all that and become the character.
Alden, what makes this series a cut above the rest? If most of the viewers have watched the Korean version and probably know how it will end, what could be the reason for them to give the Philippine adaptation the time of the day?
Yes, kasi when they watched the Korean version of Startup, syempre that's all made in appeal to the Korean market, to the Korean audience. So parang the show was made for, of course, the Korean viewers, but it was shown globally. So ngayon, with Startup PH, this is an adaptation made for the Filipino audience naman. Parang we got the concept and kumbaga minasa namin siya ng buong team para magkaroon ng isang startup version naman na makaka-relate yung mga Pinoy.
In spite of your achievements, how did Startup PH help you become passionate, humbled, and challenged to improve even more?
For me, really, success is how you take it as a person. It's not how many accomplishments you've done in your lifetime, but it's really how much you've learned from it. Ako kasi, based on experience po, 11 years na po ako sa showbiz. I had a fair share of success and failures, but a wise mentor once told me that there are no failures, only lessons. So yun ang lagi kong bit-bit. Kaya mas lalo akong ganado to take on challenges.
With that, kindly invite all our Kapuso viewers to watch Startup PH.
Yes po. Yan, sa mga kapuso po natin, iniimbitahan ko po kayo to watch Startup PH, malapit na sa GMA Telebaba.
Thank you so much for your time, Alden. Excited kami dito sa Mindanao na mapanood ang Startup PH. Keep safe!
Maayong buntag mga kapuso natin sa Mindanao.
Tutok lang mga kapuso, kay mubalik pa ang At Home with the GMA Regional TV.
Kini ang At Home with GMA Regional TV.
Bet ba nimo mag-unwind sa usa ka malaparaisong dapit? Pwes, ito reveal ni kapusong Efren Mamak gikan Zamboanga City ang usa sa ginadayo nga resort o garbo sa ilang syudad. Busa tara, suroy ta!
Kung hanap nyo ay tahimik na lugar, magandang tanawin, na may mga exciting na mga libangan na pwedeng gawin. Aba, may isang magandang pasyalan sa Zamboanga City na tiyak inyong magugustuhan. Pasyata este resort kay como Malaparaíso na Barangay Zambud, Zamboanga City. With 20 minutes estimated travel time mula downtown of Zamboanga City, mabibisita mo na ang resort na ito. Entrance fee is reasonable. Isang naturific view ang tatambad sa iyo sa lugar na ito na talagang pinipili ng iba para gawing venue for social gatherings, dating, or even a place for unwinding together with your kids or family. May mga swimming pools para sa gustong mag-swimming. From small, shallow pool for kids at meron ring malaking pool for adults. Para sa mga gustong mag-paddle sa isang malawak na lake sa resort na ito, pwede kang mag-boating. Bukod dyan, may mga kabayo na maaamo. Maaari kang mag-horseback riding sa lugar na ito. At para sa mga namimiss magbisikleta, aba, grab a bike and tour around the place. May restaurant ang lugar na ito to order your favorite food. May mga cottages wrapped with nets para di pasukan ng mga bugs. Experiencia un confortable estada. Sinti el frescura del aire y goza el diferente comodidades. Aquí na resort lokaw na Barangay Zambud na Zamboanga City. Have a tour now, mga kapuso.
Mga kapuso, stay tuned lang mo kay mo balik pa ang At Home with GMA Regional TV.
Kini ang At Home with GMA Regional TV.
Mga kapuso, this morning, makauban nato ang naginusarang Dabawenyo nga nahimong miyembro sa Philippine National Football Team nga AFF Under-16 Philippine Team. Kunasa, nisalmot sila sa Asian Football Federation Championship 2022 sa Jakarta, Indonesia. Let's welcome Matt Lim with his father, Lafayette Alvarez Lim. So karon mga kapuso, preferred nila ang lengguwaheng English. Gumikan, mas masabtan nila. So mag-in-English na karong buntaga. Good morning sa inyo and welcome sa atuang programa.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. Good morning.
All right, Matt, first of all, congratulations. How does it feel that finally you have become part of the Association of Football Federation U16 Philippine Team?
First of all, thank you. It's a big, achievement to, represent the country, and especially from Davao, Pride of Davao. It's good to have at least one player from Davao that got into the national team. It's a great experience. Very happy.
You're really into different kinds of sports, but what made you decide to focus on football?
At first, I actually competed in swimming. I used to do swimming before I played football. But then, when I was in school, there would be some players who would play football, and I would join in, and then slowly but surely, I started to like the sport more than swimming. So I started to join a club, and then the rest is history. I'm now playing football, and I love it.
Matt, how did this all happen, and how did you become part of the national team?
Well, the national team, when I came back from a competition from Bacolod, I came back to Davao, and I heard there were some tryouts for the national team. So I was like, yeah, I would love to join the national team. So I went to tryout, and it was a 2-day tryout. I played for the first day. I did well. Second day, I did well again, and that's when I got the notice that, oh yeah, you're in the few people who might go to the national team, who were selected. And a few days later, they told me, yep, you're in the national team. So I had to fly to Manila, and yeah, I had a camp there, and then yeah, I started playing for the national team.
All right, pangutanong na to si Sir Lafayette. Sir, how did you feel the moment you received the good news that your son will be part of the national team?
I'm working really hard, playing in different tournaments here and even abroad. And he started as a goalkeeper, and he was a very good one. And then now he's playing field as a defender, and he's also doing well. And of course, it's really the family is really happy and proud of him.
Matt, how did sport in general change your perspective as a teenager?
Well, I think sport is very important to anyone, to be honest, because it changes you mentally and physically. Mentally, it teaches you how to be disciplined. For example, when I would go to tournaments abroad, or when I had to go to the camp, I had to learn how to take care of myself. I had to travel sometimes. I would have to travel alone, so I would have to learn that discipline.
Kay Sir Lafayette, what advice you're going to give to your son, especially now that he's starting to build his name in sports?
Well, we come from a family business. I'm third generation. He's fourth generation. So we were hoping, of course, that our children would take over the business and continue it. But then I always tell him and remind him, and even his older sister, that you go pursue your dreams, achieve whatever you want to do. But hopefully, in the end, you remember that there's this family business waiting for you to take over. So go ahead and do whatever you want. But in the end, do come home.
And Matt, what's your advice to the teenagers with the same dreams as yours?
Well, I guess I would just say to work hard, because if you really want to achieve any goal or any dream, the only thing you need to do is work hard. If you want to get A pluses on all your tests, for example, you just have to keep studying and working hard. If you want to, become a good soccer player or play abroad or be good in your sport, you have to keep working hard. You have to do everything it takes to, be in good shape and just keep training, I would just keep working hard and keep a good mindset.
All right. Any message sa ato ang mga kapuso viewers right now, especially to your family? Go ahead.
I would like to thank my family for being all supportive. My dad, my mom, my whole family. They're such a blessing to me, and they keep supporting me, and it's the best thing ever. I would also like to thank my football club, Crocs FC, especially Coach Christian for he's been my coach since day one. So all of the skills you see or whatever, everything I do, it's all because of him. Also my friends in the football club, Crocs FC, also Makati FC. There's also South Shield FC there, and also especially thank you to the PFF, the Football Philippine Federation, for obviously selecting me to play for the national team. It's such a pleasure to play, and yeah, I would just like to thank my family, my friends, coaches, and everyone who stood by me and supported me.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your time. Dinhis at home with GMA Regional TV. More power and amping mo kanunay. Mga kapuso, sa spotlight na hinabi nato ang garbo sa Davao nga nahimong miyembro sa Philippine National Football Team nga AFF U16 Philippine Team nga si Matt Lim. Mapasalamaton siya sa suporta nga iyahang nadawat, especially sa iyahang pamilya ug padayon siya nga maningkamot aron makadula pa sa laing nasod puhon.
Samtang Jandy karong buntaga gisuroy nato kauban si kapusong Efren Mamak ang usa ka resort sa barangay Zambu Wood, Zamboanga City. Malaparaiso nga pwede gyud laagan sa magbanay lakip mga chikiting.
Sa Bistok, ato nakauban si Alden Richards. Sumala niya nga he was challenged even more. Dihang nahimo siyang parte sa newest GMA series nga Startup PH. Siya na ginaot nga padayon gihapon ang suporta sa Mindanaoan fans ug subaybayan kini adlaw-adlaw.
Mga kapuso, truly inspiring and motivating gyud ang mga storya nato this morning. Sama na lamang aning panultihon gikan kang Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you. Mga kapuso, makita pagbalik ang atong episode pinagi sa pagbisita sa www.gmaregionaltv.com ug ayaw kalimot na mag-subscribe sa official YouTube channel sa GMA Regional TV.
Kita-kits ugma, mga kapuso, padayon sa paglambo ug taliwala sa kalisod, laban lang. Ako si Jandy Esteban.
Kinisab si Cyril Chavez. Buong puso para sa Pilipino.